King Charles's cousin, who was almost recruited by the KGB. David Cameron is a former Prime Minister of Britain. His biography has some quite interesting moments. 1. He has a varied lineage. Cameron has Scottish, Welsh, and English ancestors. Among them was King William IV. This makes Cameron a distant cousin of King Charles. Cameron is also Boris Johnson's eighth cousin. Genealogists also found that he's related to comedian Al Murray. 2. He was caught smoking pot. Cameron admitted he got off his head at Eton College. He was caught smoking weed 6 weeks before exams. Cameron wasn't selling it, so he wasn't expelled. Instead, he was forbidden from leaving the school grounds. At Oxford, Cameron was a member of the Bullingdon Club. It's an exclusive drinking club for wealthy students. 3. KGB agents tried to recruit Cameron. In 1985, Cameron went to the Black Sea coast. 2 Russians took him out to dinner. They asked Cameron about his political views. It was probably an interview, although he didn't realize it. Cameron didn't get the job. 4. Cameron could have been one of King Charles's in-laws. In his 20s, Charles dated Davina Sheffield. She's a cousin of Cameron's now wife, Samantha. A royal biographer called Davina Charles's soulmate. However, the couple had to break up. Davina's ex-boyfriend revealed he'd slept with her. Royal brides were expected to be pure. 5. Cameron and his wife suffered a family tragedy. David married Samantha in 1996. In 2002, they had their first child, Ivan Reginaldian. Ivan had cerebral palsy and severe epilepsy. He was cared for at the specialist NHS Cheney Day Center. The center closed shortly after Ivan left it. He only lived to be 6 years old. 6. Cameron took paternity leave. In 2010, he became Prime Minister. The same year, he and his wife had a daughter. Florence Rose Endelian was born 3 weeks prematurely. Cameron took paternity leave to take care of her. He also did it in 2006 after the birth of his second son, Arthur Elwin. 7. Cameron rode a bicycle to work. However, he wasn't the best cyclist. He was caught running a red light. He also rode the wrong way, down a one-way street. As Prime Minister, he was followed by a chauffeur-driven car. It carried his briefcase, documents, and shoes. 8. Cameron worked closely with China. He started the golden era in Anglo-Chinese relations. In 2015, he even shared a pint with President Xi Jinping. Cameron is involved in the Colombo Port City project. The project is aimed to extend China's influence. Recently, Cameron promoted it at investment events in the UAE. 9. Cameron stood up for Ukraine. Russia annexed Crimea. While Cameron was Prime Minister, Cameron suspended contacts with Russian ministers. Britain introduced an arms embargo. It also demanded that Russia be kicked out of G8. Cameron organized training for Ukrainian infantry and medics. 10. Brexit was his downfall. Cameron wanted Britain to remain an EU member. The referendum was held on June 23, 2016. Approximately 52% voted in favor of leaving the Union. On June 24, Cameron announced his resignation